Hello friends, I am going to discuss schools of legal theory in jurisprudence. Natural law school. Natural law theory asserts that law is not merely a product of human will or political authority. It is grounded in moral principles, human reason, and universal truths. It transcends written statutes and seeks to uphold what is inherently right and just. Natural law is the conscience of jurisprudence, reminding us that legality without morality is hollow. Now, key thinkers are of this theory, natural law theory, Rousseau and Immanuel Kant. Second is the analytical or positivist theory. It focuses on law as it is created and enforced by the state rather than what it ought to be. It emphasizes the structure, function, and authority of legal system without moral or ethical considerations. They say law is a command of the sovereign. Rooted in the ideas of John Austin, this theory views law as a set of rules laid down by a political superior to whom people habitually obey. Second is separation of law and morality. Positivists argue that legal validity is not dependent on moral values. A law can be unjust yet still be valid if it follows the correct procedures. Focus on legal structure. Analytical jurisprudence dissects legal concepts like rights, duties, liability, and sovereignty to understand their logical relationship. Key thinkers are Jeremy Bentham, John Austin, H.L.A. Hart, Hans Kelsen. Now, the historical school theory. The historical school of jurisprudence sees law as a product of society's customs, traditions, and historical development, not as a creation of judges or divine authority. Law evolves organically with the people. Law is found, not made. It grows from social customs, religious practices, and collective consciousness. Laws are not handed down by gods or crafted solely by judges. They emerge from the people. Customs are the earliest form of law and remain central to legal development. Key thinkers are Savigny and Henry Maine. Now, sociological school theory. It views laws as a dynamic tool for shaping society, crafted not just by rules but by real life social needs, behaviors, and institutions. It treats law as a means of social engineering and justice delivery. Law reflects society. It evolves with social values, customs, and public welfare. In essence, sociological jurisprudence transfers law from a rigid system into a responsive force for social progress. Key thinkers are Roscoe Pound advocated law as a tool for balancing individual and societal interests. Ulrich emphasized living law, the norms people actually follow. Auguste Comte, father of sociology, laid the foundation of this approach. Now, realistic theory. It sees law not as abstract rules, but as what judges actually do in practice. It focuses on the real-world behavior of courts, not just written statutes. Legal realism emphasizes how law operates in reality, not just in theory. Decisions depend on judges' experiences, biases, and social context. It challenges the idea that legal outcomes are purely logical or predictable. Key thinkers of this theory are Oliver Holmes, Jerome Frank, Carl Lewin. Critical Legal Studies School. Critical legal studies is a school of jurisprudence that argues law is not neutral or objective. It reflects and reinforces social, political, and economic power structure. CLS challenges traditional legal doctrines by showing how legal reasoning is often indeterminate and used to legitimize inequality. It draws from Marxism, postmodernism, and social theory to critique how law serves elite interests rather than justice. Thanks for watching this video. Friends, do subscribe.